All right, YouTube says I'm live. I'm sure I'm not going to get many viewers right now simply because the president is still live. I watched just about everything I needed to know and see, which I'll go back after this. I just wanted to get this news out real quick that the state of New York, if you haven't heard yet, has surpassed the state of Washington. They now lead the most confirmed cases of COVID-19 coronavirus than any state in the United States. And I'm just going to read you an article. How you doing, Bernice Trulin? I didn't expect to see anybody even come in here. Mara, if I'm saying that right, I'm probably saying it wrong. Mayra, brother Josh, back in the house. I just what I wanted to do is read this article, which I was actually shocked when it come to Governor Cuomo, his response. Um, so, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and just read this article the best I can. If y'all know, I read like a drunk 3-year-old, but I wanted to get this out that if you have family in New York, like Sister Minnie's in New York, uh, some of you all that live in New York, family, etc., to take stronger precautions. But it says after President Trump referred to New York as a hotspot, Cuomo said during Tuesday's press briefing that he takes full responsibility for the crisis response in his state, for better or worse. I'm actually shocked that Governor Cuomo actually said that he takes full responsibility. Um, Once again, I'll read it again. After Trump referred to New York as a hotspot, Cuomo said during Tuesday's press briefing that he takes full responsibility for the crisis response in his state, for better or worse. As Paul Krugman noted, Cuomo's crisis performance has featured of grandstanding, but it does seem like the governor has hit upon an approach that is working for his state, especially when contrasting with the bumbling interviews and replies from chief politician's rival, New York Mayor Bill de Blasio. Can't stand Bill de Blasio. He's a tall piece of garbage as far as I'm concerned. But I want to talk about what is needed. Where did it go? As far as how long the crisis will last, Cuomo said projections suggest the infection rate will peak in 45 days. At that point, he said the state will need 55,000 to 110,000 hospital beds and 18,600 to 37,200 ICU beds, compared with the 53,000 hospital beds and 3,000 ICU beds that they currently have. That's a lot. Think about it. They need 55 in the next 45 days. They're going to need an additional 55,000 to 110,000 hospital beds, 53,000 ICU beds. No, sorry, 18,600 to 3,700 or 37,200 ICU beds. Sorry, I'm butchering this live stream, but I was getting a text message coming through here. Bear with me. Anyways, yeah. So real quick, like I said, I know a lot of people are watching other channels. A lot of people are watching the press conference. I was watching it, and so I'll touch on one thing too that you gotta like we said, you got to read between the lines. Um, when Vice President Pence talked about we're doing a good job marshaling the people, marshaling the people. That is pretty much saying that we're under a state of martial law, like we've talked about. It's spreading quickly throughout Wisconsin. Um, I haven't checked the brother Josh what the latest count in Washington. I know Fond du Lac got hit pretty hard the last I seen. Praying for New York. Absolutely. Pray for the people of New York. Pray for everybody around the country. I know I'm not going to get a lot of views on this because, once again, people are watching the live stream right now. I got an email from brother Mark. Asked if I was able to go on YouTube in 2 minutes or 2 minutes ago. I'm waiting to see if he'll send me an email. I'll see if I can bring him up. But yeah, so New York State actually surpassed um, Washington State, which Washington was the huge hotspot that everybody was watching. Um, let me see again if they have the confirmed cases, but they are leading the country in confirmed cases of the coronavirus. Um, so as of now, last check, there are 4,458 confirmed cases, up from 3,579 cases, um, and 88 deaths. Well, if there's 88 deaths in New York, how come the last time I seen what the death toll was in the whole United States was only 91 or 92? Or maybe that's just because it's tied in. That's kind of strange, but so last it was 3,579 confirmed cases with 67 deaths. Now New York's at 4,458 confirmed cases with 88 deaths. Now this was updated on Zero Hedge roughly, I believe, a few hours ago. So 50 confirmed cases in Ohio. Wow. 47 confirmed. Wow, it was 33 last night. So 47 confirmed cases in Wisconsin. Cuomo said in 45 days, we'll see. Yeah, I just read that. That's crazy. I just got done reading that. We'll be needing 55,000 to, I didn't see 11,000, but it was pretty close, 10,700 hospital beds. So there's Brother Mitchell, everybody in the chat. I want to say hi real quick. This was just going to be, I didn't even expect anybody to come in because I know a lot are watching. Bernice, great to see you. Much love, Brother Josh. Got to hook up, man, before we get put in lockdown. Treeland Truth. Mayra, if I'm saying that wrong, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but I know Rodriguez, 76. Hello. Mary H is in the house, and it just skipped on me. Kenneth's in the house. 287. Hold on. 287,000 flu infections and 49,000 deaths since January. I understand. That's what a lot of people keep saying. I mean, more people die of tuberculosis. That's why there is something behind this, people. That's why there's something behind this when it comes to the global elites, the deep state, etc. I don't know why Brother Mark sent me that message. Oh, okay. Brother Mark can't get into YouTube down in Florida. That sucks. I'll have to give him a call here in a minute. Um, she said, no, man, we're not closing. Wow. Well, a lot of doctors' offices aren't closing, but if you saw in the live speech, a lot of people have the option if your doctor's office has it to where you can use Skype, etc., um, to talk to your doctor. But hey, Pete the Patriot in the house. What's up, brother Rick MacGyver's in the house. Once again, Sister Bernice, Sean Conley, who lives in New York. Randy Libby, Cuomo has an agenda and it's not the virus. The whole country, our whole government has an agenda. And it has really, this virus, I feel, is a distraction and a way to depopulate. Oh, you're crazy, this and that. Well, go ahead and look at all this. Look at the Georgia Guidestones, people. Go ahead and look at Agenda 21. Go ahead and do your research where they talk about. And by the end of 2021, they need this agenda fulfilled. We're in the early stages of 2020. Depopulation was one of them, a big one. Um, Taking our liberties away was another big one. That's what they're doing right now. We are in a form of martial law, medical martial law. In Sunshine in the house, or was 24 people in the house. Like I said, I just wanted to come on real quick and read that article, and I'll read it again to any of you all that says after President Trump referred to New York as a hotspot, Cuomo said during Tuesday's press briefing that he takes full responsibility for the crisis response in his state, for better or worse. As Paul Krugman noted, Cuomo's crisis performance has featured a surfeit, I'm saying it wrong, of grandstanding. Uh, but it does seem like the governor has hit upon an approach that is working for his state. I don't know. If it's working for his state, why are the infections going up so high? Especially when contrasted with the bumbling interviews and indecisive replies from his chief political rival, Mayor de Blasio. I don't even know how that man still has a job. Mayor de Blasio is a joke. He's a far left. He hates the United States. He's a freaking moron. 6'8" of stupid. Um, as far as how long the crisis will last, Cuomo said projections suggested the infection rate will peak in 45 days. That's a long time. That's 1 month, 15 days before it hits a peak. At that point, he said the state will need 55,000 to 110,000 hospital beds and 18,600 to 37,200 ICU beds, compared with the 53 hospital beds and 3,000 ICU beds that it currently has. So there's a possibility that there could be 37,200 people in ICU on top of the 3,000 beds. But I'll go back to as of today. Well, the numbers were 3,579 confirmed cases and 67 deaths. As of updated 3 hours ago, there are 4,458 confirmed cases in New York and 88 deaths. So I wanted to get that news out there to you all. How you feeling there, Sister Crystal Gypsy? Feeling all right this morning? Yeah, they did say pretty much every American, or pretty much every American will be infected somehow or another. Do I believe that? I'm not quite sure. It's not out of the realm of things that are happening. But AB, yeah, you're back again. I was I stepped away from the the live stream or the press conference because I pretty much heard what I needed to hear. And like I said, when you hear Mike Pence say we're marshaling the people, that think about that. We're marshaling the people. Think of martial law. He's not saying we're guiding the people, we're leading the people. We are marshaling the people of the United States. Think about that. If you don't believe that we're in some type of a medical martial law, or we are, when it comes to being in a state of emergency, we don't have the rights, like you said. If shit gets crazy, I'm bringing my guns and stockpile of ammo and pitching a tent in your backyard. You're more than welcome there, John. Surrounded by 100 acres of all hardwood. A lot of deer here too. Tons. I feed them. I don't shoot them, but when we run out of food, if I'm not hauled off to a FEMA camp, a lot of money is being thrown around during the press conference. Yeah, I saw that as well too. A lot of money. Great way to crash the economy and add to our debt. But people, don't let your guard down when you see the press conference. Don't get too comfy. Hey, brother Rick MacGyver, you want to send me your email? You want to come up for a second? Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Consider donating to Locked and Loaded. Thanks, brother Mitchell, but I like being broke. Trillions. Yeah, I know, trillions. That's what I saw. When I heard 1 trillion, my stomach kind of dropped quite. That's a lot of money. 850 billion stimulus package. Yeah, you know, um, I'm going to be one of the types that can't get a hold of any of that money. Even being a small business owner, have my concrete business, which it's about to expire here in the next 2 months. I got to pay for um, my LLC and liability and all that stuff. Um, if not, then boom, there goes my business. And then when I go to reopen it, I'll have to pay a $400 fine. So right now, it's just something that is not on the table. I'm going to have to let it slip and slide for a little while. Get ready for the 1 pound of hamburger. Uh, get ready, people, for that 1 pound of hamburger being at $10,000. I wouldn't doubt it. Look what happened to Venezuela. Heck, you see people were, they had to just to buy a loaf of bread. Is there anybody in here from Florida? No, no. I know Rick is. Sorry, y'all. I'm not being disrespectful. Trying to talk to brother Mark Brandon. Well, I didn't hear back from you there, brother Rick. Okay, give me a second. Okay, I just saw that. Don't worry, every American. Hey, you want to come back up too as well, AB? Or you're busy? I know you're busy with your family, but I didn't expect everybody to jump in. But I just wanted to get the news out about New York to people. Um, yeah. What's up, Sister Melody Walsh? Benji, me too. What Benji say? Oh, in Tampa, yeah, you got Lewis Grand Supremes in Tampa. You got Vern's Prep and Survival. He's in the Tampa area. A lot of people in Tampa. Hey, Rick MacGyver, if you hear me, man, you don't have to put on makeup and look pretty to come up. Just send me your email. Send me your email via text. And I haven't heard back from AB. Brother Benny's in the house. Much love. I just want to chill. I don't blame you, brother. I just want to chill. I see how you are. It's all right. I see how you are, man. I see that love and support. That's why I wanted you to come on, because you put your makeup on. It's the days we're living in. I could get more subscribers if I have some men dressing up as women. Bad Boy Channel. Where is Vern? I'm pretty sure Vern's sawing logs right now, or feeling like total poo-poo. Yeah, that sounds nice, Grace. I think you're in Stevens Point area. I can't plant my garden because the ground is still frozen and there's still snow all over the place. But I mean, if you are going to plant a garden or whatever, you got to have something that's going to grow fast. But I hope you got your heirloom seeds, etc. I was hoping Haven could teach me to use makeup one day. Yeah, my daughter, she's amazing with she's going to be a makeup artist. Getting my email. Why don't you tattoo your email to your arm, brother? Oh, I got a troll comment on one of my videos. Yes, we knew that. I love when people say that. On the video, the live stream we did earlier, outgoing White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney tested positive, and you get a comment like that says, yes, we knew that. Well, maybe you knew that, but not everybody in the whole world knew it. Like an idiot. And if you're subscribed or whatever, please show yourself out the door. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, and kick rocks on your way out. We knew that already. Okay. I guess everybody wakes up at the same time you do and checks the same exact newspaper or website or whatever there, bud. I'm bringing brother Rick McGiver. Let's see if it works this time. I hope it does. Oh, that's the same one from last time. All right, let's see. Error. The address. Why is it doing that, man? Same thing happened last time. All right, I sent it to you there, brother. See if you get it. I got a garden. Yeah, I bet you do, Sean. I know you got one, brother. Yeah, good one there. I like that. Take that, you troll. Take that. Where'd it go? Lost it. Yes, we knew that. And Sister Melody said, so what if we did know? Maybe we want to discuss about it together. Yeah, arrow. Take that arrow and shove it where the sun don't shine. Just kidding. I don't wish that on nobody. But arrow, you can suck a big fat turd. Anyways, yeah, Peggy's in the house. Hey, Peggy's in the house. How you feeling? I know you were very upset yesterday. I'm wondering if you're feeling better today, because we all know how tough it is when our family does not listen. What's up, brother Rick? Great.
Blessings to everyone.
What's that?
Blessings to all.
Blessings to all. Great to have you aboard, man. That worked that time. I don't know what the problem was last time. So, hey, let me know. What's the mood like where you're at?
Well, stores are being emptied. I just went to the Family Dollar Tree like about before you went on live the first time, and some of the shelves were kind of empty. There were no toilet paper. I didn't record it. I should have, but I wasn't thinking. I was thinking coffee. I needed coffee. I didn't have
Right.
coffee system. So the shelves were some of the shelves are empty. The toilet paper shelves are completely wiped out. Specifically on the shelves, they have little signs written one per person. So
One per
only one.
person?
Yeah, one. Well, so however ever many toilet paper days it brings 4 or 5 or 6. You're only allowed one pack
Right.
of paper. That's it. And
Well, this might sound gross to people, but if you only have a little bit of toilet paper and you can't find some, but your water's working, I hate to say it, but
I mean,
you jump in the shower right afterwards. Do what you got to
so
do. If you ain't got it,
to be honest with you, this is just all to make people just buy stuff. I mean, just people don't think about how much money they're making right now of everybody buying everything off the grocery stores, like they do the hurricane when they say a Category 5 hurricane is about to hit Florida, but it doesn't come. But everybody goes and buys everything out. So guess who makes all the money? You see what I'm saying? These people
oh yeah,
they're planning all this, making people buy all this bunch of crap that we don't even need to buy none of this stuff. Like back then, they didn't use so much toilet paper. So why is it so important for people to start fighting for toilet paper? Doesn't make any difference. You can get a rag and wipe it. And I mean,
and exactly. Yeah, that's what
I
I
mean,
even I even
we
told my
wipe the
daughter.
rag. That's the same thing. These people are old people from back then used to do. How they used to clean their butt, because I'm pretty sure there was in supermarkets back then selling
Exactly.
toilet papers. So I'm saying that everybody must have had not a clean butt. So come on,
No,
common
they
sense,
they did.
I
They
mean,
had
common sense.
like you said, they had rags and stuff they would use to probably wash it. Old socks, rags, old clothes. Yeah, this is when it comes down to the nitty gritty and you're on lockdown or whatever. Don't be like a dog and scoot your butt across the carpet and leave a streak or whatever.
I mean,
Get old socks.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, I've been on lockdown for myself, not because of the news, just to stay away from all this crazy stuff. I keep it, just like, because people are like insane. They don't. There's some people don't believe what's going on, and others they're on something else. But everything is all about what's going on TV. They just
Right.
don't really care about anything.
Oh, exactly. And real quick, Bernice, I still have been doing research on that, and that was going to be one of my topics, not today or not this morning, but tonight. Bernice lives in New Zealand, and there's 29,000 troops over there in New Zealand, American troops doing military exercises. So you have them in New Zealand, and you have them in the last I heard, the 30,000 were in parts of Europe, and they're dressed in wartime clothes for fighting in the jungle type thing, not the jungle, but in the woods. Their fatigues now are not Desert Storm colors. They're back to the greens and stuff like that. That means whatever wars that they're practicing for definitely is not going to be a Middle East war. So that's what makes me think about China. But we'll discuss that on a different time. But she sent me pictures and articles of it. But getting back to you, you want to tell the people roughly where you're at? Not exactly where you're at, but
Uh, me? I mean, me. I don't care. I have nothing to be
okay.
scared of.
Yeah, some
We're
people
we're
are.
we're all a borrowed vessel. We're here to come and go.
Mm-hmm.
It's just won't make a difference right about now. The way things are, I live in Boynton Beach by
Mm-hmm.
Gateway, off of Gateway. It's just
How
out here
far are you
is
from Miami?
uh from Miami, I'm probably about, my girlfriend gets there about 45 minutes
Yeah,
from here.
it's gonna
And
get
yeah,
it's gonna get
yeah,
nasty where you're at, brother.
yeah, it's gonna get more nasty where my grandmother's at, because she's kind of where she's close to the police department, city of Miami, and that's Overtown area. And I grew up in that area, and I know that when things hit the fan, I mean, that's one of the most parts right there is gonna be on fire. That's gonna be like, my grandmother is my issue, my mom, my uncle, I have family there, my sister, my cousin is a cop, uh, my brother's a cop, everybody lives their own lives, and it is what it is, but I'm really worried about my mom, my sister, my grandmother, which they're in Miami. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
man.
get them get my mom to realize what's going on, and to get herself ready and grab my grandmother and bring her up my way. But
It's
they're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's hard to wake certain people up, man. Especially your family members. That's the hardest when you can't get through to them, and it's you're terrified of it. Real quick, Grace, to you, any news on our ports? Many say there are no cargo ships coming in. There are ships and containers that are sitting at the ports. Um, and I heard Trump mention, I think he mentioned it yesterday. He said that we will discuss it later. They're still trying to figure out what to do with all this stuff. And and they are keeping a lot of them out to sea for now till they make a decision. But anyways, a lot of y'all got to realize, you even like Ferguson and stuff like that, or after these hurricanes, Katrina, you had people robbing, killing, you got people rioting in the streets. You're going to have, I mean, look at these college students that were rioting last week because they were told they had to leave their dorm rooms. And the whole, I mean, they had to bring out the SWAT team, etc. They were all just going batshit crazy. Picking up some new optics for the AR. All right. Be
that's what I'm
safe.
talking about.
Yeah, yeah, Josh, go ahead and polish one up for me, brother. Never have too many.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. It's good to have you on there.
People got
Go
to
ahead
be
and go to
strong.
the,
That's all. People just got to be strong. Stand
exactly.
together, stand
Exactly.
together, and be strong. You know, we're all here to agree, to disagree, but we all come to one agreement. And that's the good thing about things. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to put anybody down. We're here to help everyone realize and open their eyes up to what's really happening. Like my cousin called me yesterday, and he actually last night he called me. He was like, hey, I had to call you because they're buying stuff out in Miami, all the stores. People are going a little crazy over here. He lives in Wynwood area,
Mm-hmm.
so that's kind of close to Overtown area, which is another kind of bad area. It's close to Little Haiti, which is another bad area.
Ooh.
But he was telling me that, he was telling my aunt that everything I was telling him 2 years ago, it's happening now. And I was telling him, like, bro, you have to get ready, because this is not a joke, and he's scared now,
Right.
because he sees what I was been telling him, it's happening now, and then he's like, wow. So he actually called me. I have to give him some extra ammo that I have there for his handgun. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, it is what it is, bro. I mean, it is what it is. We have to get ready and be prepared, and have Jesus Christ in our heart and in our heads, and
Amen,
just
brother. Amen.
pray, and for those that are sick and going through things, pray for them as well. Pray works, bro. you know, everybody
Oh, the
prayed for
power
you.
of prayer is definitely real.
Yeah, everybody prayed, and I could vouch for that. Everybody prayed for you when you was sick, and I could vouch for that, bro, because I was literally watching that. Even on other channels, people would say your name, like I would. Like I pray for everybody. I pray for Sister Miss Mary. I pray for all our sisters and all our brothers that are sick, that are going through things. I pray for you guys every day. I don't have to do such a thing, but I do it because my heart tells me to do it, because that's what I feel like doing.
Right.
I for everybody, for everybody that's going through stuff, and people that are going through a lot of stuff. You know, my girlfriend has cancer. Everybody's going through something. You know, so the only way is prayer through the Heavenly Father. And like I said, I'm grateful to be here with all you guys, all you brothers and sisters.
Amen.
It's an honor to be a part of a family of brothers and sisters that I kind of belong exactly there. Like I fit in a puzzle that was missing, you know, because we all fit together. Everybody has a good thing going on all the channels. We all follow each other. We all help each other out. You know, Brother Mitchell, man, that's man. I I have no words to say, man. He's just too awesome, man. You got to give him. You got to give him the all day, bro. That brother is on everybody's channel. Everybody's channel, helping
always
everyone,
working.
and he's always working. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's my man right there, bro. I give it to him because he does a lot of help to everyone. You know what I mean? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and you know that's really a good thing. You know, everybody helps. Sister Rhonda, Sister Jessie West, they all help. You know, they all help. You know, Callie, sister, they all, man. Brother Benny, they all, man. Listen, I'm grateful to everyone, man. You know, like
Oh yeah,
you,
we're a huge family, and like I've always said, man, and you know,
everybody does something.
before,
Everybody does something.
exactly.
Everybody.
You all right, brother?
Yeah, no. I
Oh,
just
okay.
I need my glasses in a little bit because, like I said, since I've been playing with being on the phone so much, when I don't be on the phone, you know, like my eyes, I can see good. I don't need my glasses, so I take them off. So there's something on the phone that messes people's eyes up.
It does
You know
me
what I'm
too. If
saying?
I'm on my phone too long, it's all blurry and burning.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like we said, you know, like I'm gonna one more last thing. Like people need to notice that, you know, it is the frequencies, it is the 5G, it is the Wi-Fi. It's exactly that. It's exactly that. These people know how to weaponize these things. They've been doing it for a long time. They are doing it.
just
They
like
know what they're doing.
the smart meters, etc. I got one next
I
to my
get
head.
I
I
get
got
headaches. Last night I had a headache, a migraine headache, because I left my Wi-Fi on the phone all night. And when I leave my Wi-Fi on the phone, which I don't need it, but I leave it on, I notice that I wake up with headaches constantly, every day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like I
right,
said, I move things. You know, it's like I experiment with my own self. Like, wait a minute, when I do this, this happens. When I do that, that happens. That's like a testing thing. You know, like wait a minute, something's not right here.
right.
You know?
Well, real quick, I want to say, get back on the topic. You know, and everybody knows here that, you know, and the ones that are new, I just seen that the Red Rose Warriors came over from Scrappy Dudes. I had a blast with him last night. You know, my the troll. You know how I am with the trolls. They don't bother me, but you know, you got to
I
kill
mean,
people
trolls.
with kind. No, you got to kill people with kindness. But he does. You know what I mean? He's been around for a year, but he cracks me up. So I can't. I won't block him. So I went on there and I was teasing him a bit, but we had fun. But this channel, like I've said millions of times, does not belong to me. It belongs to you all because, like I've said, if I didn't have you all here as a part of this channel, I would not have a channel. I would be sitting here talking to myself and not talking to
Exactly.
anybody at all. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we have done things together. I mean, there's stuff that shoot, where's that even you don't know about. We've raised money for wounded warriors. We've raised money for Sister Sue that couldn't pay her
Yep.
taxes, her land taxes. Uh, we raised money for um, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's
I've
gonna
seen a
kill
couple
me.
of them.
Yeah, she
I've
had
seen a couple of
the heat went out in her house. Sister Sandy. We raised
yeah.
money for her, stuff like that. Old videos back then, and I mean, I got a really super cool um, frame somewhere from a thank you letter from Wounded Warriors, etc. You know, to the locked and loaded family. I don't know where the heck it went. It was on the wall.
It's a
Maybe I was
blessing to
showing
help
somebody.
people.
Huh?
It's a blessing to help people, man. It has to be from the heart, man. And people that help others, man, like they, those people that have a heart that is so unique that it differs from everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People should help people no matter what color they are, what race, how they living, or what type of drugs they're on. People don't know what people are going through in their lives. I grew up in the hood. I've seen it. I lived
Hmm.
it. I've seen people die in my hands. People have no idea what life is about until they're dying. You know what I'm saying? When
It's a
they're
huge
dying,
wake up call. Yeah.
it's a different scene when you're there breathing your last breath, because I've
Hmm.
seen it a lot. People change. It's hard. People go through things. Everybody's special. We're
Yeah.
all the same, but we're special in different ways.
Exactly. And and like when you were talking about people that have addiction, um, people look at like people that are on heroin and stuff, shooting up. This the opioid crisis, when doctors were handing out pain pills left and right. You get a tooth pulled, you get a bottle of 30 Percocet 10s, etc. And you would even have soccer moms or whatever had a back injury, and then when they the DEA came through and started hammering down on it, the next thing you know, guess what? They were withdrawing. They didn't even know what withdrawal was. They were dope sick. And then somebody come and said, "Hey, I know something that'll, take away that sickness and whatever." I've learned this from, I have family members, they've passed away, but that's how they got addicted to, heroin. But you have people that, if you see those people on the streets and stuff, you think they really want to be addicts? Hell no. They would, if they could snap their fingers and be healed, and you know what I mean, they do in a heartbeat.
Well,
But
I've seen crackheads. I've literally seen crackhead get off of crack and turn their life around. I've seen
yeah,
drug
anybody
addicts
can.
turn
Yeah.
their life around.
Hmm.
Everybody needs help.
Right.
This system does not help the people. If it was to help the people, you was to help people that are in prison, that are in jail, because it starts there. When they come back out, they come back out with the same stuff. You're not teaching anybody anything by putting them in prison and giving them time, because when they come out, they come through the same thing anyway.
Right.
So everything the system is useful. It's
Right.
useless. In other words, it's useless because it doesn't work. It doesn't
No, it
work.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. And that's
It
another
only
thing
benefits.
too. Like in California and stuff, and all this money that our government has, and all the money that we send over to other countries, billions. We should use that to build, rehab centers and stuff, and make it, because some rehabs, you got to have top of the line for a decent rehab. You got to have top of the line insurance, and you got to have money, a lot of money, you know,
Well,
and
my
that's
girlfriend is on. My girlfriend is a
huh?
RN nurse my girlfriend is a RN nurse for a drug rehab facility.
Wow.
Exactly what you're saying. You're exactly, bro. If there was any sharper, bro, you'll be cutting me from that side over here, bro. Literally, you're on point with that. Literally, you're on point with that, bro.
Oh, it's terrible
Exactly.
though, you know.
That's
And just people, just think about that when you do see somebody, you know, that's battling addiction, even through alcohol, whatever. We're all God's children, and some of us slip up, and some of us have they say an addicted personality. But when people say, "Oh, it's just you need willpower, this and that," no, you need prayer, you need you know
you
uh,
need you need everything. Everything
yeah,
works. Everything
yeah, you
works. I
need a
mean,
relationship with God.
support works. Support works more than it works as well as praying. Praying is very well good to do, but also it's good to people support each other, because when you support somebody, you give somebody that strength to want to do right. You
Right.
know, people giving you negative support is it doesn't help anyone. What makes people worse when you do stuff like that. So it's like when just when you help people, you're supposed to help them up, put them up,
Yeah,
support them.
exactly. Exactly. It's like me battling alcohol all these years. Like many of you all know, I got one day at a time and sober life on my own. But there was when I was younger in my, early 30s or whatever, I would get sober and stuff. And then like I would actually come down with a cold or something and get, sick. And then I would call my dad, like, I can't pour concrete today. I'm sick. And then boom, oh, you're drinking again. You're drunk. I'm like, I've been battling this, I'm 5 months, 6 months sober. And then all of a sudden, everybody on the job site, then my sister's calling, my brother, oh, you fell off the wagon, you drunk, and never took a sip. And you know what I would do? I'd get pissed and be like, why am I even trying to be sober? No one's supporting me. So I'd go to the store and I'd, buy a 12
I
pack.
do.
And you know what I mean? You got to give them support. And even if they do slip up, that's when you give them the most support. You don't
Yes, you
bash them
have
when they're
to.
down. If they
That
they screw up,
That's what
you
people
pick
like
them
to
up.
do. I mean, they like to bash people down when they're at their most worst point in their lifetime, and that's the worst thing to do to anybody.
Right,
Anybody. You need to know how to walk the walk and talk the talk, because some people don't understand that until they get walk with the walk.
right, right,
Once they
right.
start, they go through it, and then they see, wait a minute, that hurts. Yeah, well, now you start to think about the other person that was going through the same thing that you're going through now, and now you're thinking the same thing as the same person that you did wrong.
Right, right, right.
So karma is
A
you know
bitch.
what,
Yep,
that's
karma is a
exactly.
bitch. Even I didn't, Sister Bernice said at one time she was a heroin addict, a homeless, a prostitute. Just goes to show you, I mean, you can
Oh
be
my
in
God.
the darkest part of your life and people can judge you, this and that, and it just takes something that pulls you out of there, and to me it was going to AA, and it was you know having a relationship with our Heavenly Father.
The most high,
And I
the
and
most high.
I've slipped up, and there's no telling. 2 weeks from now, I could slip up because of the way the world is right now. I hope and pray I don't, But I've hurt a lot of people, and it, when I realized that I had to take responsibility and I couldn't blame anybody, like my childhood and all that, for my drinking, you know, that's when it was actually easier for me. When I first started this channel, it was all about coping with suicide and helping people that are battling alcoholism and addiction. If you go back to my first, it's in my playlist. If anybody ever wants to go look, my first video, I was so nervous I thought I was going to throw up. But, now it's just, this channel has grown, and it's grown into a family, and everybody, we, like you said, we pray for each other, um,
That's
and
good.
we don't judge, you know, even non-believers when they come on. And if you need to go get your glasses, go get them, brother.
Nah, I can't find them. I've been trying to look for them. I misplaced them somewhere, bro. So it's all
Dude,
good.
I
It's all
guarantee you, I
good.
can tell you exactly where they're at.
The
How much you want to bet?
no, it's not here.
They are
I don't know.
they're on planet Earth. See,
Yeah, there's somewhere.
they're on. Hey, that I told you I knew where they are at. They're somewhere on Earth. I didn't say where.
Oh, bro, man, I'm always misplacing them, man. I have that issue. I'm clumsy
Everybody
like that.
does, man. When I start wearing glasses, I'm screwed.
I'm
I am
super
screwed.
clumsy. I'm super clumsy, bro. I mean, I could fight great and do everything very great, but when it comes to clumsiness, oh man,
You can get in the
I'm one of
zone,
the
brother.
I'm one of the worst ones, bro. I could trip over a little pebble, you know,
Well, it's just
like
like
I
me.
could be.
My brother's third-degree black belt taekwondo. I grew up in martial arts and stuff, and then that was before MMA. But when it comes to street fighting and stuff, I never used my um, any of my teachings from taekwondo. But yeah, it's like getting in the zone. You kind of have you ever gotten in as like the slow motion? It's like you're moving fast, but it's almost like being in a car wreck. Everything's
Yeah,
slow
exactly.
motion. That's when you're like in tune, in depth. But we'll talk about that a different time. But yeah, that's when you get there, man, you feel powerful. You feel like nothing can stop you, and
trust me, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's
Like
like
a
how they do
rush.
in the music. It's like how
Yeah,
they do
yeah,
in the music.
exactly.
You
That's
get,
we're,
you get the adrenaline rush. People don't understand. Listen, when you have the adrenaline rush,
hmm
I've been a fighter for 34 years. Okay,
hmm
when you get that adrenaline rush, you feel like you can slow things down because you're moving so fast, and so you can see the other person moving slow. So in other words, yes, it is true. Not like the movie The Matrix, but it's you could slow things down. Your mind slows things down when you have that ability. You can do it.
it, yeah, it's a trip, especially like the
It's
first time I had it. It was
yeah,
because and then when I think back of some of those fights, I think back of it as in slow motion. I can't think of it, fast, But I'm a southpaw, you know.
I'm here because of that. Because if I wouldn't have thought and moved like that, when a guy snatched my chain, so he put then I grabbed and him from snatching my chain. He jumped back up because he already knew, because they already told him this was a setup, that I could use my hands. So when he pulled the gun, I slowed everything down in my mind, and I could see him in his face, bro. I was dead, bro. I was dead.
Yeah,
I was dead, bro. I was dead, bro. And it's something God told me inside. Jesus was like, Rick, give it up. It's not worth it. You'll have more. I gave it up, bro.
the
I gave it up.
smartest
I
decision
gave
you
it up.
probably ever made.
And because I'm here now, man, I have more than what I could ever even want. I don't even
Yeah.
want anymore, bro. I have so much jewelry, so much shoes, so much brand new anything. That don't even matter and count to me. I don't care about that no more, bro. I
It,
care about helping people open their minds and eyes up to the truth. Like you, brother Justin, brother Watchman Project Kyle, all the
mm,
brothers and sisters, they're trying to help each other, you know, help each other, guide each other the right path, man. You know what I'm saying? We let me say one more thing, because people don't understand, but when I say this, they will understand. To be wrong is not a bad thing.
no,
It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. See, what happens is that they make wrong a bad thing, and it's not. Because when you wrong, you learn not to be
learn
wrong the next
exactly,
time. You
exactly.
learn. You learn from worse to good. So you're learning something better. You're not
You'll,
you're not being wrong anymore. So it's good to be wrong. That's
right.
why people, when they tell them, "Oh, you're wrong about this and you're wrong about that," do your don't be mad, don't be, you can't do that. You
hmm
see, people need to understand that, that it's hard that to accept the fact that, hey, you're wrong. But hey, when somebody tells me, hey, I'm wrong, I'll be like, all right, brother, I appreciate it, thanks. I'll go do some more research.
Right, right.
I'll accept it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But then if I feel like yes, I was wrong, then okay, hey, the guy's right. I just learned something new. When I go back on, guess what? I won't make that mistake again, because guess what? I'm not wrong anymore.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You
people
gotta
shouldn't get,
you gotta make mistakes in life. You gotta trip and fall.
yeah,
You
people
know.
can't get butthurt. People can't get butthurt if they're on the chat line and they say, hey, you're wrong about this and you're wrong. You can't get butthurt, bro. Just do
Mhm.
research and just look it up, bro. You never know. You could be wrong, or you never know. You could be right. Nobody knows until you do your research. Research is the key.
True seekers in the
Without
house. Yeah, real quick. I see so much going on in the chat. You keep talking. I'm listening to you. Brother
everybody's going
Sean coming.
crazy,
Hey Bernice,
brother.
go ahead.
No, brother Burn was. I don't know if brother Burn was feeling nice yesterday, because boy, it was really rated R, rated
Yeah,
PG.
brother Vern, he's like I said, I'm sure he's feeling like Dookie right now.
Oh my goodness.
Justine, hey guys, Justine. Don't worry, everybody makes that mistake. D's
We
in the
all do.
house.
Sister D, blessed Sister D in the house.
Hey D, do you
Yeah.
mind if I ask how your husband's doing? Um, Bernice, the good thing about being, some people go on Suboxone or they go on methadone, which to me it's still, some people say it's the government drug dealer, etc. But you know what? if that's what helps you and it keeps you from getting some bad fentanyl heroin or something on the street and ODing and dying, that's what it's pretty much designed for. People don't know what Suboxone is. It's to help. It's actually an opiate blocker, but it kind of gives you the same effect, and it's a pain reliever. Doing a lot better. That's awesome. You're gonna have to do a testimony when he gets completely better. D said.
Man.
Hey, chat. Just this thing is jumping up so quick. Strange skies.
Yep, strange guy.
Big things. Yeah, and I saw that. See, that's another thing you got to realize. We have so many subscribers, brothers and sisters in Christ, friends / subs, believers, non-believers. A lot of times, I've talked to you all for a year, 2 years, and not even having no clue that you have a channel, and then I saw, that when you saw the airplane, that's basically a flying hospital, which that was trippy,
That was trippy because you never know what it is. I mean, looks are deceiving. People do things in plain sight. I mean, they do it in plain sight.
Exactly.
That's obvious. They do it in plain sight. I mean, like I keep telling you. I mean, 1 and 1 makes. I mean, you see how you guys keep putting the map up. You put that little map up, and it shows where everybody's getting infected all over the state.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think about it for a minute, planes travel those directions, and if you chemtrails in those directions, that's a good way to get people more infected.
Mm-hmm.
You create the problem and you come up with the solution. Hello.
Can you believe still people out there believe that chemtrails are not real? That's what drives me nuts. It's been proven. They've already come out and said it. And you know what I mean? Back in the day, a contrail, if the plane looks like this and the contrail is like this far behind it, it slowly just dissipates as it goes. You know what I mean?
I just did 3 small clips this morning on my skies around in the AM morning. The chemtrail that they put out was coming down. Like literally, you could see the difference of chemtrail. It was coming down, down, down. I was looking like, whoa, what is that? And I was like, it was going one way, and then when I was looking, the clouds was going the other way. So I was like, wait a minute, I had to record that. That didn't don't look right. The regular clouds can't go one direction and another, end of clear clouds go the other direction. And then I was like, whoa, wait a minute, man, that's chemtrail. That's that whatever the plane was spraying exactly is what was coming down. I actually recorded it, and then I actually put another plane doing another chemtrail. I mean, listen, they are poisonous guys.
Oh, they are.
Don't be surprised if they're putting all types of crap inside there that we're already breathing in. It's already inside of us. There's no way we can get away from that because it's always in the air. Every day.
There is, unless you're wearing a complete biosuit for the rest of your life,
unless you live under the ocean with a scuba gear and a diving mask and you never come up from the ocean, then that's the only way you can't get sick.
Hey, man. I tried that, but SpongeBob kicked me out of the ocean. He's like, nah, man, get out of here. This is my place. But
stick yourself in the cave and close it up.
Strange Skies 1111, Mr. Lock. No, much love. I thought I said Mr. Much love, Lock and Loaded. God bless you, brother. God bless you as well. God bless all of y'all. But I am going to jump off here so my son Jackson can have some game time.
Hey, you need to let me know what cable is that you need, bro. I can find that for you, bro, and I'll send it to you, man. Don't make a big deal about it.
Type CM24 AWG. I don't know. It's a
PlayStation cable.
It's a computer. It goes from the router into the computer. A USB
I'm gonna look
cord.
into that. My girlfriend has a lot of cords laying around. She used to mess with the computer. So I'll see what I can find for you, man. If I have it, I'll send it to you, bro. I don't.
Hey, man, send me some of that jewelry too. You said you got enough. You don't need any more. I want you to be light on your feet, man. I don't want that. I don't want that gold holding you down.
I have white, gold, and silver that goes from here all the way down up to here, bro. Like I missed it. They call me the Puerto Rican gunplay. Mr. T out here.
Puerto Rican Mr. T. Like I want, like I said, man, we're facing rough times. You got to be light on your feet. You know what I mean? So just
Yeah, nah,
send me
bro.
all your gold, and I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah.
Trying to save your life here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, brother Michael's in the house.
it'll have your
Go
neck
ahead.
like mine. It'll bring your neck down like this, bro. You'll be walking like this, like damn, bro. Like
Looking like Bernie Sanders.
like Bernie Sanders.
No neck Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, he's about to croak sooner or later. We don't need
Oh
him.
my gosh, I know.
Poor guy, man.
He's
He should just retire, like my father-in-law said.
well, Joe Biden, creepy Joe Biden, man, he is off in la la land. As I said,
Oh,
people actually think he's going to win the election. Heck, I keep
what you
saying
mean?
he don't even know how to get back to the White House on his own.
What do you mean? You mean that old guy that likes to touch on little kids and hug them
Yeah,
and smell them, kiss
yeah,
them?
yep.
And the
Creepy
people,
Uncle Joe.
yeah, people are sitting there and voting for the guy, knowing that he does this creepy stuff. But then if a regular person does such a thing like this, they want to stick him in jail and fry him in a frying pan. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
it's all
That's
about politics and power, money, and
that's
power.
that's where you know that the system is corrupted, because when they let people do stuff like that and get away with stuff like that, you know it's corrupted.
Exactly. And True Seeker, you said it. Election or selection. Exactly. It's
Yeah,
definitely selection.
elect.
When it comes to the powers that be, the global elites, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers and stuff, that even higher than that, they actually they're the ones that put people in office.
Yeah, they're
Trump
the
may have believed he won fair and square, but it's all been planned for years and years and years.
it's all the
So
same. It's all the same, brother. It's all the same. The left, the right, it's all the same. The red, the
mhm.
blue. Look at the boxing ring. The red, the blue, the red, the blue, the red, the blue. It's all the same thing. It's all
Well,
the same thing.
it's just like a defense attorney and a prosecutor. They battle it out in the courtroom, but behind
They all
closed doors, they're drinking together. They're laughing. They're
high
making
five.
deals.
Oh,
Yep,
good job, buddy. I made more money than you did. Oh well, I'll get it next time. Okay, we'll
exactly.
see.
It's
We'll
so
make a bet
corrupt,
on it. All
man. So corrupt.
right. Trust me,
Unbelievable.
I know. The whole system is corrupted, and you gotta watch what you say and watch what you text, brothers and sisters. Watch what you watch what you type up. That's how this gets a glitch. You
Yeah.
have to watch what you go around the system. When you go Corona beer, you go Corona beer. When you go inner tube, you go inner tube. You know what I'm saying? Go
Mhm.
around the system. That way this is shut down. I've
Beat
noticed that. I've been
beat the
noticing. Peep
algorithm.
game. Yeah, I peep. Yeah, you go around them. You go around them. I be peeping that. That's why you see me saying with retarded little things. But if you put your mind to think about it, I'm saying the right thing. It's just I'm going around the algorithm.
Right.
You see, that's what people will notice. You see,
Yeah.
that's how you beat.
I heard that actually they're changing the algorithm now to where the Cerveza, virus and stuff like that, they're catching it. But me, it's like I said, I don't want to. I don't know. It's hard keywords, but you're right. But
Sister Lou on a channel that I have a channel. Her name is Lou something. I forgot her name is, but she was just saying how they have on how they have on InnerTube. There's people going there and they're not letting your alerts go out, and they're not letting other people know that you're a live streamer. They're not letting people know certain things you're putting out there.
right,
They're kind of like blocking that stuff from
they're
going in.
suppressing it.
Yeah, I seen the video that she made. I think it was this morning. I seen it, and I
Mhm.
was like, whoa.
Well, like I said, man, if I put glitter lipstick on and eyeshadow and put a wig on and dress like a girl and made little things out of Play-Doh,
They
I
will,
guarantee
Bobby.
I'd have 100,000 subscribers the next day.
No, you'll have 1 billion subscribers, and not only that, bro, they'll pay you $1 million, billion, $trillion every day you're on the thing, just because.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Yep.
yeah, they want it to be like that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some people are too awakened and too smart to be like that, man. It can't be like that. That's not the
Heck
way.
no.
That's
And
not the
that's
way.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna change my name to locked and loaded fairy or something like that, and just roll around in glitter and
No, lucky.
eat Tide Pods, and hey, it might
No,
start.
I
Huh?
lucky, and loaded.
Lucky locked. Say it
Lucky,
again.
locked, and
Lucky
loaded.
locked and loaded, or
Yeah,
cinnamon
with the
locked
lucky,
and loaded.
with the lucky charm symbol on it.
Oh, what about candy? Like a stripper, candy locked and loaded. I
That's a
can
good
come
one
on.
too.
Oh,
Sweet, very
I
sweet.
can break my wrist. And yeah, put a little sugar in my tank, and I'll be rich. I'll be able to buy that gold off you. Wake up the next morning, put on my makeup, turn on my YouTube, and bam, I got 100,000 subscribers because
Oh,
I made a bunch of Play-Doh dildos.
and don't forget to lick the toilet bowl too while you're at it.
That's what I'm saying. I can do a COVID-19 challenge.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I
I
see.
bet
Yes.
I'd have my daughter do my makeup, and you think how pretty I'd look laying in a ICU bed, dying of the coronavirus because I licked the
I
toilet
think
seat.
I think they wouldn't want to touch you.
I know, right?
Like,
Crazy.
wait, this
Flower
guy
power.
here, look, this guy here is firepower crazy, and the virus literally took control of his externally and internally. Literally.
I like. Hey, TC said flower power locked and loaded. Heck yeah, flower power. Too funny. All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off here. Let Jackson get his butt doing what he's doing. Hey, my Puerto Rican brothers, stay strong. Jose,
Brother TC.
Jose Maldana. I can't, man. I don't know how to say it. Try my best.
Molando, my cousin.
Unlocked and bloated. Yeah, you're right.
That sounds like my cousin. That sounds like my cousin that just said that message. My cousin has the same name as him, and he's in Miami. He does tint.
Oh, he tints car windows?
Yes, he do. Yes, he do, brother. And Molando, that's very familiar name. Like I know that name like the back of my neck, and that's familiar. I'm pretty sure it's my cousin.
Jose Malando? Is that?
Yes, sir. That's my cousin.
Bien. Good. All right, everybody. No, I know you're kidding there, Truth Seeker. I thought it was funny. Unlocked and bloated. I'm definitely bloated. I got fat when I came here. Anyways, I want to say real quick, Brian Griffin says he's been running for president for a whole year with no voters. You got my vote, brother.
I'm going to go vote. I'm voting today. I'm voting today, right now. Matter of fact, as soon as we're done, I'm going to vote right now.
You got to have a vote. You gotta have a stuffed bunny. Brian Griffin, he carries his stuffed bunnies around. Everybody, I'm going to put this right here. I've been running for president all year long, but I have no voters, though. You got my vote, brother.
You got mine too. Boom.
Yeah. When you're locked and loaded with a stuffed bunny, you can achieve anything, brother. Anything. All right.
Yep.
Everybody, much love. Brother Mitchell says, bunny power. Fear no man, never fear death. Get right with God. Fight the good fight, and always stay locked and loaded. Until next time, God bless.
Blessings.